Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines, two Pampanga officials have urged Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon to immediately address the damage setback levee of the protective dike in Barangay Kupang, Arayat, Pampanga, warning that the weakened structure threatens thousands of families in nearby municipalities. To ensure their hard-earned money is well spent, consumers are once again being reminded by the Department of Trade and Industry. The Office of the Ombudsman is conducting case buildups against several high-profile officials linked to the flood control controversy, including Senator Francis Escudero and former Senator Nancy Binay. The Vice Chair of the Appropriations Committee of the House of Representatives said the panel has already carried out the only legal and constitutional remedy to return 60 billion peso to the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation as ordered by the Supreme Court. The Court of Appeals has denied the petition of Dexter Dormitorio seeking to hold the Philippine Military Academy and several medical officers administratively liable for the hazing incident. Global rice prices have dropped to their lowest since April 2017 as countries sought to shore up their local output, thus lessening demand for foreign supply. Doti Ardina and Bianca Pangandanan, after the third round of the LPGQ series was suspended due to the unplayable conditions, forcing organizers to shorten the final qualifying event to 72 holes. XG member Kokona shared a heartfelt and candid announcement after being trans-masculine non-binary. Today is the 8th of December 2025, Monday, and I'm Louisse Kalingag, bringing today's top stories. Let's get started. Two Pampanga officials appealed to Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon to take swift action on the damaged setback levee of the protective dike in Barangay Kupang, Arayat, Pampanga, warning that the compromised structure could endanger thousands of families across several municipalities. Arayat Mayor Jeffrey Lourdes and Pampanga 3rd District Representative Mica Gonzalez raised the concern alongside other municipal and provincial officials and engineers from the Department of Public Works and Highways Regional Office. To ensure their hard-earned money is well spent, consumers are once again being reminded by the Department of Trade and Industry, Baguio City, Benguet, to make sure the products they buy are legitimate, especially this holiday season. DTI Provincial Director for Baguio City and Benguet, Felicitas Bandonil, advised consumers to carefully inspect whether the products they are purchasing, such as fairy lights or Christmas lights, have passed the necessary standards. The Office of the Ombudsman is conducting case buildups against several high-profile officials linked to the flood control controversy, including Senator Francis Escudero and former Senator Nancy Binay. Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla revealed this when asked about the Independent Commission for Infrastructure's recommendation to conduct case buildups against Escudero, Binay, Senator Mark Villar, and former Senator Grace Poe Llamanzares because of the gravity of the allegations. The Vice Chair of the Appropriations Committee of the House of Representatives said the panel has already carried out the only legal and constitutional remedy to return 60 billion peso to the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation as ordered by the Supreme Court by restoring the funds through the 2026 national budget. If there is a process for getting, there is a process for returning, and that is through the national budget. The mechanism for returning the money is the same as the mechanism for getting it, Lanao del Sur Representative Zia Alonto Adiong said in a statement. His remarks were responsible for Cardinal Pablo Virgilio David's call that President Marcos and Congress should not simply backfill the 60 billion peso ordered returned to PhilHealth, but should instead recover the money from those who allegedly profited from the fund diversion. The Court of Appeals has denied the petition of Dexter Dormitorio seeking to hold the Philippine Military Academy and several medical officers administratively liable for allegedly failing to prevent the abuse and properly treat the injuries that his brother, slain Cadet 4 Class Darwin Dormitorio, sustained from hazing. In a decision dated November 27, the CA's 14th Division rejected Dormitorio's petition and upheld the Office of the Ombudsman dismissal of administrative charges against 4 PMA positions: Captain Flor Apple Apostol, Maria Ofelia Beloy, Lieutenant Cesar Candelaria, and Captain Alain Saa, as well as PMA officers Lieutenant Ronnie Evangelista and Lieutenant Bartolome Vicente Bacaro. And for our business news, global rice prices have dropped to their lowest since April 2017 as countries sought to shore up their local output, thus lessening demand for foreign supply, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. The FAO All Rice Price Index averaged 96.9 points in November, down from 98.4 points the previous month. The index has been on a downtrend since August and is at its lowest for this year, which should in return help keep local rice prices stable. And for our sports news, things took a tougher and tighter turn for Dottie Ardina and Bianca Pangandanan after the third round of the LPGA Q Series was suspended due to unplayable course conditions, prompting organizers to shorten the final qualifying event to 72 holes at the RTJ at Magnolia Grove in Mobile, Alabama. The suspension eliminated an entire round of opportunity for those hoping to climb the leaderboard, a setback that hit the Filipina bets especially hard. With fewer holes left to make a move, the pressure only intensified as all 115 hopefuls now battle over a reduced window to secure one of the coveted top 25 that grant full LPGA Tour cards for the 2026 season. And for our entertainment news, XG member Kokona shared a heartfelt and candid announcement about being transmasculine non-binary. The rapper shared the message expressing gratitude, self-acceptance, and hope for others who may be on similar journeys. Kokona also revealed that they underwent top surgery earlier this year, calling it a significant step toward aligning their outer self with who they truly are. I was born and perceived as female, but that label never represented who I truly am, they said. I live in a way that feels more masculine and true to who I am. And for this afternoon's trivia, the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or PAG-ASA, was created. PAG-ASA was officially established through Presidential Decree No. 78. This marked a significant milestone in the country's efforts to enhance its meteorological, astronomical, and geophysical services. In response to the growing need for a more comprehensive and modern approach to weather forecasting and disaster preparedness, President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr. reorganized the Weather Bureau into PAG-ASA on December 8, 1972. And for our viral story, a video of a fiesta shows two groups of people playing tug-of-war while a boy can be seen clinging to the middle of the rope as the players focus on the game. Netizens were quick to make jokes about the boy in the video. Malapit nang maluto, medyo orange na, one user commented. The event is said to have taken place during a family day in Coronadal. Katribu, with only 17 days left until Christmas, each passing day gently reminds us of the love and gratitude this season brings. That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Louisse Kalingag, and this has been Tribune News on Q.